You may be seated.
Good morning. Welcome to Lawrence County Municipal Court. Today is the 17th day of November. I'm Judge Capper, and we have some reviews to do. That's what we always do first for people who are already before the court and have orders to comply with. Just check on their progress. So call those reviews, come up to the table to the right when your name is called. And last week we had somebody sat all through court to the very end and didn't tell anybody they were here. So if you don't get called, think you should have been, go check in with the clerk, which is to the right. And if you missed a hearing before, you're not going to be on the docket today. They have to know you're here before they'll put your name on the docket. Call the reviews.
Jamie Baker, William Baker, Larry Brumfield, Christopher Collins, Jeffrey Collins, Naaman Cox.
Jamie Baker, 25402. Jamie Baker. Has done quite a bit of what they're required to do, but hasn't finished, so it hasn't appeared, so there's going to be a warrant issued for failure to appear. William Baker, 24332. He is here. So RRS. Okay, it's a pretty good report. You've done everything but 2 days of community service and still working on counseling. So I want you to continue with that, get your 2 days community service done, and hopefully we can wrap things up here pretty soon. I'm going to give you a couple months since you've got several months of good reports, so we'll go into January of next year for your next hearing. Does it matter? What's your work schedule? Is it Monday through Friday?
I'm available either or, sir.
So you can, if you have enough notice, you can make arrangements?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it to 16th, January 16th of 26.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, good job. Larry Brumfield, 25658. Larry Brumfield. This is the second offense ODI. He hasn't done anything wrong. So there'll be a warrant for failure to appear. Bench warrant will issue. Christopher Collins, 241976, is here. He's done some community service since he was last here. Do you have a payment on your fines or costs today?
I don't today.
Okay.
I will towards the end of the week.
All right, you can work extra toward your fines.
Yeah, that's.
You've already got some credit.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing also.
What you're ordered to and done some extra, so you can continue to do that. And we'll go into December for you. Are you working?
Part-time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it matter if it's a Monday or Friday for your next hearing?
No, sir.
December is busy. I'll set it for the 19th, December 19th, 9 o'clock. Jeffrey Collins is appearing by teleconference. He's paying on his fines. Mr. Collins, do you have a payment today?
Yes, sir. I made a payment last night.
Online or? No, I see it's already shown up. So it is in the file. Okay. Do you prefer Mondays or Fridays? Does it matter?
It don't matter, sir.
Okay, I'm going to set you for the 22nd of December. That's a Monday. 9 o'clock.
All right, thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks, sir.
You're welcome. Naaman Cox is here, 23569.
Your Honor, if I may, he turned in 6 days of community service this morning. I believe it was 6 days.
Okay, very good. that'll go toward his fine, it looks like, because he'd already worked what he'd been ordered to do for community service, so the extra will go toward the fine and court costs. So,
I'm currently, Your Honor, if you don't mind, I'm currently having a sort of a layoff situation at my work, so I might be able to accumulate a few more of
I was
those.
just looking to see if that would finish you, but I don't think it will. But you
I know I'm pretty close.
keep working extra till you get it finished.
I think I owed 50-some hours before I did the 36.
Okay. I'll set you for December 22nd also as your next review hearing. If you get it done before then, you want to come back, just confirm it with your probation officer, Mr. Major, that you're finished.
December 22nd?
Yes, sir.
I need to go talk to him now, you say?
No, you don't have to. I'm just saying, before you just don't show up, I would talk to him and make sure you are. If you think you're finished, go over the file with him and make sure you are finished before you just not show up for a hearing.
I thought I still had to do those anyway.
No, I mean, once you get everything finished, you don't have to.
I still owe a lot of fines.
I know. You were saying you were going to do a bunch since you're laid off. I was just saying, if you get it all done, you think you're done, just confirm with him.
I won't be getting done anytime soon. I owe you a
Okay.
couple thousand.
Well, just keep working on it then. December 22nd will be the next
He
meeting.
can check in at any time when we tell him what he owes. Now, what he turned in today has not been entered yet, but it'll be by tomorrow.
Yeah, so that's going to give you $300 toward your fines that you owe.
No, what I just turned in today probably still won't complete the community service.
That's what I'm saying. If you think in the next month you do get finished, you don't have to come back. Just confirm it with your probation officer that you are finished.
Thank you.
You are.
Christopher Dawson, Holly Elkins, Gary Cassey, Michael Poe, Kenneth Roberts, Ron Witherell, Brittany Williams.
Christopher Dawson is here, 242138, case number, and I've got the report from Lawrence County Recovery where you finished that dip school, and so I'm going to finish your file. Your case is complete.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Okay, Holly Elkins, 24387. You've done some community service last time, you don't? You've got 70 left, is all I'm showing.
Okay.
Okay, just get that finished, hopefully the next month, and you don't have to be back here. Same thing I said, just if you have any question about whether you're finished or not, confirm it with your probation officer.
Yes, sir.
So I'll set you for the 29th. That's a Monday, December 29th.
Thank you, Your Honor.
9 o'clock. Gary Kazee. This is number 14309. 16166. You made a payment the 1st of November.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll set you in December. And let's do it on the 22nd.
Yes, sir.
December 22nd, 9 o'clock.
Okay, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Michael Poe, 25-1. You've still got 3 days community service, I'm showing. You've done 2 days since the last time you were here.
Yeah.
Do you have any payment on your fine today?
Yeah, I was gonna pay some today,
How much are you paying?
50 to 100.
Okay. See the clerk. And, okay, yours is a newer case, so I'm gonna go into January on you. For your next hearing. Does it matter if it's Mondays or Fridays?
What was the date?
Does it matter if it's a Monday or Friday?
Doesn't matter.
Okay. I'm gonna set it for the 9th, January the 9th, that is a Friday.
January 9th.
January 9th at 26, 9 o'clock. If you get it done before then, you don't have to come back. I'm showing as of today, you go 3 days community service, $375 in bonds and costs.
I'll try to knock it out for them.
Okay,
Thank you, sir.
you're welcome. Kenneth Roberts, 24,582. Okay, I'm not, you were just here in September. And you're at Hope Source still?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any report from them?
No, I don't. I didn't know this was going on. Like a review.
Yeah, I'd like to have, I've had a report in September, that's the last one I've had.
Okay.
So you, at one point you were taking Sublocade, but it's my understanding you're not doing that now?
No, sir, I'm not on anything.
And how's that going?
Good.
Okay, can you pay anything on your fines today?
No, sir.
Okay, well then you gotta get out here and do some community service.
I'm gonna get that knocked out this week.
Okay. I'm going to set you for the 19th of December, 9 o'clock. I see some community service at least done by then.
All right, thank you.
You are. Ron Witherall is here. 13-11-51, 14-484, 16-46-98. He's at RRS. Screens are good. Compliant with the counseling. Participating well. And you're working full-time.
Yes, sir.
Good.
Your Honor, if I may, he was at community services ordered also.
Okay, very good. Good job.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Where are you working now?
Wendy's in Ironton.
Okay. Can you pay anything on your phones?
Yeah, I was gonna pay 40.
Okay. I'll set you for December 19th. 9 o'clock. Good job.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Brittany Workman is 1946. Still have community service and fines to pay.
Yeah, I paid all my fines this morning, and I actually finished my community service over the weekend. I'm just waiting for her to give me the paper to turn in.
Okay. You paid your fines off today?
No, I just paid on them this
Oh,
morning.
okay. It's not in the file. What did you pay? Was it
$30.
online you
Yeah, I
or-
paid online, yeah.
Yeah, it takes a day for those to show up. What did you pay?
$30.
Okay. So did you say, how much community service have you done then?
I did 2 days this weekend.
Okay.
We handed out food boxes, so she hasn't
Where'd
had
you
time
do
to get
that?
the paper. The Giving Tree in Guyandotte.
That's a place you approved?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right,
just need
that's
proof.
good.
Yeah, she said she'd get it for me.
I'll set you for December the 19th as your next.
Okay, could you happen to give me on a Friday?
That's a Friday.
Okay, good, all right, thank you.
December the 19th is a Friday.
Okay, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, that finishes the reviews. We're going to start the new cases next. So, new cases and old cases where somebody got a warrant for not showing up or doing what they were supposed to. So, either one. If you got a new case or you got a warrant that you're wanting withdrawn, and you let the clerk know you're here. If you missed a hearing 3 years ago and didn't show up, you can't just walk in. You got to go to the clerk's office and they'll pull your file and get it on the docket. When your name's called, come up to the table to your right, stand there. I'm going to go over the charges with you. I don't file the charges. They may not be true, but you still need to understand what you're facing, what the state is alleging. The prosecutor decides what files or what charges to file. I don't make those decisions. You need to understand what you're facing. You have a right not to say anything. You don't have to say anything when you're before the court. You have a right to remain silent. But if you do say things, what you're saying is on the record. So the smart thing is less said, the better, because it's not the trial today. So if you start telling me, well, X, Y, and Z happened, and Z is one of the elements for the offense, you've just admitted that you committed one of the elements of the offense, and the prosecutor doesn't have to pretty much prove that anymore. You've already admitted part of it. You have a right to have an attorney. You have a right to have an attorney appointed if you can't afford one. You have a right to bail and to make the state of Ohio prove the charges against you beyond a reasonable doubt. If you enter a guilty plea or a no contest plea, you're waiving your rights that I just explained to you. You should not waive your rights if you want a trial, if you want a lawyer, if you don't know what to do. If you're confused, not guilty is the best plea to enter because it preserves your rights. Call the first case.
State of Ohio versus Michael Faulkner, case number CRB 25703.
Michael Faulkner.
He is here, Your Honor. He has a baby boy.
Okay. You're not, are you Michael Faulkner?
Yeah.
Michael D. Faulkner?
Michael Dwayne?
Okay.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. This is Chris Faulkner out here with the baby.
All right, sir. If you stand behind the table,
Yes, sir.
you received a copy of the charges.
Yes, sir.
The charge alleges assault. That's case number 25703. And it alleges that at Rome Township on October 23rd of 2025, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Joseph Faulkner. And it alleges that's an assault charge, first degree misdemeanor. So that means it carries a maximum penalty of 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine if you were found guilty. That's the most you face. Do you understand the charge and the possible penalty?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand the rights I explained the defendants have?
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead to this charge?
Not guilty.
Do you want a lawyer appointed to represent you?
Yes, sir.
Are you working?
Not at the moment.
You don't have a job?
No. I was trying to start a little landscaping business during the summer, but it's getting colder now. That wasn't bringing in much money, but no, I'm looking for a job at the moment. So
Okay. Do
I'm
you have
on
any money saved?
No, there's nothing.
Okay. I'll appoint Mr. Smith to represent you. He's right behind you. I'm going to enter a not guilty plea for you. You can sign a $1,000 signature bond. That means you're just signing a piece of paper that says I promise to come to court when I'm ordered to, or I'll pay $1,000 as a penalty plus you get a warrant.
Right.
So
Yes,
you
sir.
show up, you don't have to post any money as long as you show up.
Yes, sir.
I'm entering a not guilty plea for him. And let's see, I know you're out a lot in December.
I've got the 12th, 15th, or 19th of December, maybe.
Let's do the 15th.
Okay.
That's a Monday. December the 15th will be the next hearing. It'll be a pretrial at 10 o'clock.
Your Honor, will he need fingerprints?
Yeah.
I think he does, yes. There's no, he'll need to go to the jail and get fingerprinted, and Mr. Cooper will give you a form to take to the jail to get fingerprinted before the next hearing.
We also have a TV.
Oh, and, I'm going Mr. Faulkner, is there any problem for you to stay away from Joseph Faulkner?
No,
You
sir.
don't live under the same roof or anything?
No, sir. No, I don't even know the man.
I'm going to order you stay away from him, don't contact him, don't post anything about him on social media.
Yes, Your Honor.
I just don't want there to be a last another incident to happen.
Right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fulton, Fulton, and the first name,
Both of them.
Joseph Fulton.
Don't leave till I bring you a copy of this application.
Two. Can't get
State of Ohio versus Charles Woodyard, case number TRC 252865, A, B, and C.
Second then.
Charles Woodyard.
Okay, Charles Edgar Woodyard was decided to be in court today at
Call your office.
Yeah, right.
$1,600. So that's long.
Thank you very much.
Just wait a while, but they gotta bring you some
We
papers.
should clear to that. Okay, so I'll pass this for, I'm going to say that's effective service since he gave him the wrong time to be in court. I'll pass it and it'll need to be reserved. It was an OEI charge. And it's well, there is a prior, but it was a long time ago. So it's a second offense, but the first offense was 20 years ago. Yes?
Your Honor, is traffic court at 4 o'clock this afternoon?
No.
Okay, but that's the time he was scheduled to be here today?
He scheduled it, he cited him in at 4 p.m. today.
All right.
There's no court set at that time.
Okay, so we'll have to try to serve him some other way.
All right. But it is a Lawrence County resident.
State of Ohio versus Keith Carpenter, case number TRC 252862, A, B, and C.
And sir, you're Keith Carpenter?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Carpenter, it's alleged that on November the 15th at 4:09 p.m. in Mason Township, you were operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol, drugs, or a combination of those things. It's alleged this would be your first conviction if you got convicted. So on a first offense, the maximum you face is 6 months in jail, $1,075 fine, and a 3-year license suspension. The minimum, there is a minimum, but I can't go below if you get convicted. The minimum you face is 3 days in a treatment program, $375 fine, and a 6-month license suspension. Do you understand that charge and the possible penalties?
Yes, sir.
And the state's alleging that you submitted to a urine test. Urine tests get packaged, sent to a lab in Columbus for testing, and it takes several weeks to get results, so I don't have any results yet on what they say is in the urine. But usually we will get results at some point, but it'll take a while to come back. The state's also alleging that you were driving under a suspended license. They charged you under an unclassified misdemeanor classification, which means there's no jail time on it. The maximum is 500 hours of community service and a $1,000 fine. And then the last charge is driving with expired plates. That's a minor misdemeanor, maximum penalty is $150 fine. So you've got 3 charges. Do you understand the 3 charges?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand the rights that defendants have that I explained this to you in court?
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead to these charges?
Guilty.
Okay, well, one thing you should consider, and I'm not going to try to talk you out of it, I just want to make sure you understand what's going on. I don't know what the test results are going to show. You submitted to a urine test, maybe you got a pretty good idea of what's going to be in there. I don't. There are certain standards now for most things as to whether it's a violation of law or not. And have the right to make the state prove what's in your system and to see at least see what's in the urine test before you enter a guilty plea. But if you enter a guilty plea, what you're saying is, I admit I was impaired when I was driving. That's the issue. So, do you want to still enter a guilty plea?
Yes.
Okay. I'll accept your guilty plea. And I've got a report from the officer, who is Trooper Conley, Ohio State Highway Patrol. So I'm going to read that into the record, and then if you want to make a statement of explanation or mitigation, you can do that. You're not required to. The officer says, on November 15th, I was stationed at Road 2 near the intersection with Long Creek Road in my patrol cruiser. When I observed a white SUV travel from R&R carryout on County Road 2, make a right turn onto Long Creek Road without using a turn signal. Just wait till I finish.
My bad.
If you have a statement on that. I began to monitor the vehicle, and as I was behind the vehicle, I advised dispatch of the registration plate and used the number. Dispatch advised the registration was not registered to that vehicle. I had observed a validation sticker had been expired since 2020. I was about to activate my overhead lights, and the vehicle immediately turned off into a private drive, and I activated my overhead lights then. I exited the cruiser and made a driver's side approach, contacted the driver, who was identified as Keith Carpenter. Mr. Carpenter's window was rolled down 2 to 3 inches. I asked him to provide his license and registration, which he provided an identification card and a title to the vehicle. I asked him to open the door. Due to me not being able to understand him when he spoke, he opened the driver's door, asked if he lived at this location. He said, "No, I knew he was on my ass," and he knew he was getting stopped. Speaking with Mr. Carpenter, I could observe his eyes were red, bloodshot, and watery. I could detect the odor of alcohol coming from his breath. Asked him if he consumed alcohol, and he said no. Asked him to exit the vehicle, walk to the cruiser. He placed one hand on the hood of my cruiser for balance, and another hand on his hip, asked him if he would perform field sobriety tests, and he said that he would. Asked him if he was prescribed any medications, and he said no. Asked him if he had any issues with his back, knee, or feet that would affect him from walking in a straight line. He said his knee hurt due to growing pains and swelling and needed drain. Asked if he considered himself in good overall health, and he stated yes. Asked him if he had any recent head injuries, he stated no. During the walk and turn test, there was 3 clues observed, consisting of raising his arms to keep his balance, stop walking to steady himself, and perform an improper turn. One leg stand, there were no clues observed. I asked him to count to 30, to estimate the time elapse of 30 seconds, and he stopped at 10 seconds. He was given a portable breath test and tested 103 on that. I questioned him, he said he had consumed a few watered down shots of Goldschlager. Asked him if he consumed them often, he said he does. Asked him how many as a couple, and he said 4 to 5. He's placed under arrest and given his Miranda rights. Search of the vehicle is performed, and in the center console is 3 empty Goldschlager and Pink Whitney shooter containers. His vehicle was secured on the scene with permission of the resident. Transported to the State Highway Patrol Post, asked to provide a urine screen, in which he did provide. He was cited for operating a vehicle under the influence, operating without a valid driver's license, failure to register, and expired tags. Actually, the only filed with expired tags. Decided to appear in court today. Okay. Do you have any statement or explanation you want to make?
Well, I did use my turn signal.
Okay, well, let me explain that to you. There is such a thing, there is an issue of probable cause. Officer needs probable cause to stop someone because we have, without sending you to law school over this, we have something in our Constitution, the amendments to the Constitution called the Fourth Amendment. So there has to be a reasonable basis for a stop and search and seizure. And in this case, he's saying that you did use your turn signal. That's one of the reasons he started following you. So if you enter a guilty plea, you're waiving any, you could have a right to contest and say, well, you really didn't have a reason to stop me. But if you enter a guilty plea, you waive that. So if you want to pursue that, I'll let you, because you're entering a plea without talking to a lawyer, it's an uncounseled plea, I'll let you withdraw your guilty plea. If you want to consider contesting that, you need to get a lawyer and they can file what's called a motion to suppress. So it's up to you. Do you want to withdraw your guilty plea or do you want to proceed with the guilty plea?
I'll just play guilty.
Okay. Mr. Hill, do you have any statement you want to make on sentencing?
Your Honor, it appears that this is a first offense,
Yes.
and Mr. Carpenter has come forward and admitted guilt at the arraignment, which I think is an indication that he feels that he did wrong and he wants to do better. The reason that there was a urine test and not a breath test, it looks to me like the breath testing machine was out of service. So
Yes, I saw that.
we would ask that the court would impose the mandatory minimums.
Okay. Have you ever had a driver's license?
Just a permit, sir.
Okay. Why didn't you get your license?
Never had a way to get there and do it.
Okay. You live in Scotttown?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's where all my people are from, Scotttown.
Oh, really?
Back in the day, I never lived in Scotttown, but my mom and dad both went to Windsor High School, suburb of Scotttown.
It's beautiful out there.
Okay, so how old are you?
22, sir.
Time to get your driver's license. I know where R&R is. You're not going to see too many state troopers out there on a regular basis, so you probably feel like, well, I can drive around out here. Nobody's ever going to check me, but obviously you still have to have a license.
Yes, sir.
Are you working? What are you doing?
I'm not working. My old lady is working.
Okay. Your old lady, is that girlfriend, wife, whatever?
Girlfriend.
Okay, that's a little more respectful than girlfriend.
It's just what I'll do in the country, you know.
I understand.
My bad.
Just trying to.
My bad.
So, I'm from the country, but I learned not to call my old lady. I'm actually married, so it's better to call her my wife.
Except from his daddy.
Yeah.
You need to treat the people that are closest to you that care about you with respect, so you can learn. And, one thing, did you have any insurance on this vehicle?
No, sir.
Okay, so that's what's going to happen on that. See, this is going to go to the BMV, the Bureau of Motor Vehicles. Those are the people that will give you a license if you ever decide to get one.
Yes.
They're going to see this and say, oh, he's driving without insurance. They're going to give you a suspension on top of the suspension I'm going to give you. So if you ever want to get your license, you got to get it together, man, and go do it, because every time you get one of these suspensions, you dig a hole. You just keep digging and digging, and you're going to get to the point where you'll never get your license because the hole's so deep. I mean, they add a reinstatement fee every time you get a suspension. So get your act together. When you're able to. You're going to get a suspension now, but it's not going to last forever. Get your permit, take your test, get your license. Or, I don't know how close you live to R&R, but you might have to walk to R&R to get your, whatever you get at R&R. So, and it's not that convenient to live in Scotttown and not have a driver's license. Okay. So I can't give you any kind of permit either because you don't have an underlying license. If you had a license, I can give you a permit to go to work or look for a job or things like that, but I can't give you one if you don't have an underlying license, which you don't. Okay, so on the OVI, I'll give you a $375 fine. That's the minimum, and he recommended that, the prosecutor. Order you to pay the court costs. Here's the other thing: when you go to get insurance now, you're 22 years old. It's expensive already when you're 22, because you know what? 22-year-old men have a lot more wrecks than everybody else. But then when they say you got an alcohol-related offense on top of it, it's going to go up even higher because the risk is higher. Okay, your suspension is going to be 6 months, starting today, to be the 17th, because he didn't have an automatic license suspension. Starts today. 20 days in jail, but I'm going to suspend all of your jail days on the condition that you do 5 days of community service. That's a pretty good deal, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, don't blow it off and think, well, nothing's going to happen to me. I'm going to give you the 20 days in jail if you don't do the community service. So you got 5 days of community service, and You either have to do it here or make arrangements. Mr. Cooper's in charge of community service. With him, I don't know if we've got something out at Windsor or Windsor Township trustees or something, maybe you can work for them. But you gotta get it done. And you'll have a review hearing May 29th. So that's kind of my check to see if you're doing stuff. So, here's how you can go to jail. I'm giving you a suspended jail sentence, and I don't want you to go to jail. And you don't want to go to jail. Have you ever been in jail?
No, sir.
It's not nice. It's not, I've been there to visit, I've never spent the night, and I don't want to spend the night there. And you don't have to go to jail, but you got to do some stuff. If you don't do it, jail's my only other option. So, don't make me put you in jail.
Yes, sir.
So, you got this review hearing, that's the come to Jesus day. I gotta see you here that you're working on getting your case done. And today, if you saw the review hearing, some people, one guy with a second offense OVI conviction, he just blew it off. He hadn't done anything, he didn't come to his hearing. He's going to go to jail. Now, it may take a while to get him in jail, but he's eventually going to go to jail. Don't be that guy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. The best thing to do is get it done before May 29th of next year, and you don't even have to come to the hearing. But if you don't come to the hearing, automatically get a warrant if you got stuff left to do. If you get it all finished, you don't have to come to the hearing, and you're done.
Yes, sir.
On the no operator's license, I'll impose a $100 fine and give you 2 additional days of community service. And now you've got 7 days of community service. And then on the expired plates, was that your car? Whose car was it?
My car.
Okay, $30 fine. Oh, yeah, you have to go to the driver intervention program too. So it'll, on your judgment, you say difficult. I'm required to do that, or you have to go to jail. So you don't, as I said, you don't want to go to jail, but you have to go to a weekend program and do 3 days.
Yes, sir.
Okay, any questions?
No, sir.
You're going to meet with the probation officer. He's going to go over this in more detail with you, what you have to do. And he'll give you a copy. You're not expected to remember it. He's going to give you that's what they're doing. They're preparing the judgment entry of what I'm telling you on a piece of paper. And if you lose it, that doesn't mean it went away, because I'll have to, well, I didn't come to my hearing because I lost my paper. Is that a good reason not to do it? You have a smartphone, everybody has a smartphone, all right?
No.
I haven't met anybody in the last 3 years that doesn't have a smartphone. Your smartphone will connect with the court. There's a website here. You can put your name in on the website at the court. If you lose your paper, it'll pull your case up and tells you what you got to do and when you got to do it. There's no excuses. No excuses. Performance, not excuses. That's what I want to see.
Yes, sir.
All right, go to Mr. Majors, your probation officer. He's to the left. When you go out in the lobby, right-hand side window, that's the park. Left-hand side window is probation. Go over there, talk to him, get your paperwork. You're free to go. Take care of what you're supposed to do.
Thanks, sir.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Cody A. Kelly, case number TRC 252252 A and B, CRB 25542 A and B.
Okay, this is Mr. Stratton's case. Mr. Stratton's not here. Okay, it looks like you had a hearing on October the 3rd and we're not here then?
I think it was the 7th, sir, but I thought I was under the assumption it was the 17th.
Okay, this is on an OBI, amongst other things. Okay, have a seat. Find out when Stratton's going to be back, and I'll recall and decide when you're going to come back for the next one.
Yes, sir.
State of Ohio versus Christopher Faulkner, case number CRB 25-335, A, B, and C. Christopher Falk.
Okay, we'll recall him later in the docket.
We're ready to start some pre-trials, Your Honor.
Okay, we're starting pre-trials now, so we need lawyers, and we got the prosecutor. We need the lawyers, and the lawyers that want their cases heard. If you don't want your case heard, stay in the library.
State of Ohio versus Christina Markham, case number TRC 25-2397, A, B, and C.
And Mr. Morford, one of your clients is back in the holding cell. Did anybody tell you that?
Yes, Josh just told me. I spoke with him last Friday. I'll go to talk to him now.
Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. Christina Markham is Mr. Smith's case is set for pre-trial.
Did you hear back from Roland?
Your Honor, I've asked Mr. McClellan at our office to check on the urine results on this today, and I think he's tied up trying to get our charges all filed in this court this morning, so he hasn't answered me yet. So I don't know whether...
So want to recall it or reschedule?
Even if they came in, Judge, I'd want to talk to my client, so I think maybe just get a new date and give them time to try to get those.
And what's our time frame here? This was a September 13th arrest. When's our timeline?
Well, December 11th, but I think there's been a continuance.
Has there been discovery requested?
There's been discovery requested.
We'll waive time, Judge, even though it's really on the state. We'll work with them, that's fine.
Okay, you want to do that 15th date that I did on another day?
Judge, actually, she says that because of conflicts, actually January 5th, if we can go out that far and I'll waive time, is that acceptable?
Is that agreeable to say?
When? January the 15th? Yeah, we're okay with that, Your Honor.
January 5th, is that what you said?
Yeah, 1-5, Judge, please.
Okay. All right, defendant's request, case to continue to January 5th of 26 for pre-trial, 10 o'clock.
Be here.
State of Ohio versus Adria Price, case number CRB 2557, CRB 24693.
This is Mr. Smith's case.
Still there. We changed offices. I'm with Maggie Howard. She's in Wheelersburg.
Judge, she indicates she's still at PATH. She's now with Maggie Howard of PATH, but in the Wheelersburg office. Is that correct?
Yes, I could give you the phone number if you need it.
Well, do we have a report? Did you bring anything with you? Or?
Not with me, but I can. Here's the number.
Judge, would you like me to reach out and maybe recall this and see if she can't email or fax a report to us?
Sure.
Okay.
We'll recall this later.
Yeah, I'll reach out to her.
What are we doing?
They're going to recall
I'm going
that
to call her
claim.
therapist up in Wheelersburg and recall.
Okay.
Just see if we can get a report, email or faxed.
State of Ohio recalls Cody Kelly, case number CRB 25542, A and B.
Here, Roger.
TRC 25-2252. Mr. Stratton will be here for the 21st.
All right, I'm going to reschedule your 21st of November.
Yes.
That's this Friday. I'll reschedule you to Friday for your next hearing at 10 o'clock. It is a pre-trial.
Thank you so much.
State of Ohio versus Logan T. Wright, case number CRB 24-512, A and B.
So he entered services with us on the 11th, but he left 12 hours later.
Same thing, Phil.
What's that?
Got a track record of see things, say to get out of jail, but he never seems to follow through.
Judge, last time I had contact with Mr. Rife, he was via Zoom from the jail. He was released to treatment. Apparently, he lasted about 12 hours in treatment and left against staff advice.
So from what I understand, he was with Cardinal. He left Cardinal, came to Shawnee on the 11th. We had sent an admissions letter to Mr. Major on the 12th. The morning of the 12th, he left.
Okay. All right, thank you for that report. I'll issue a warrant for his arrest.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thanks.
State of Ohio versus Stephen Stanley, case number CRB 25-225, CRB 25-227. Stephen Stanley.
Did he possibly pay costs, Judge? It was to be dismissed with costs.
He did.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Case will be dismissed. Cost will be paid.
Two cases listed, just pay cost of the one.
I think so. He paid the signed counsel fee on one, the full cost on the
I
other.
think there was agreement, there were two alleged victims who would pay one cost.
So both cases will be dismissed. That's 25-225, 25-227.
State of Ohio versus Michael T. Davis, case number CRA 25-347, A and B, CRB 25-348, A and B.
Mr. Smith's case, pretrial and preliminary hearing.
Human services, treatment.
He is in service with OVP, he indicates.
Yeah, the report.
Do we have one?
Is there any kind of report from OVP?
Apparently not, Judge. The only contact I had is for Bree, and I think she might be on maternity leave. I don't.
She is. She's been gone for a while. I've looked through the file. I don't think I have any reports.
I'm going to check out, Adria, can I call down there and call and see if I can find something out?
Okay.
I'll do that,
Call
Judge.
later in your docket.
They call down there. So are you in Huntington or?
No, Louisa.
Louisa, okay. That, she's in Louisa, that might be the issue. I'll find out, Judge, recall. Just have a seat in the courtroom, I'll be right back.
State of Ohio versus Aaron Runyon, case number CRA 25-271. Mr. Smith standing up for Mr. Shredder.
This is a preliminary hearing.
Yes.
He's at RRS.
Your lawyers, he's down south again. That's almost enough. What is it?
Okay, so it's not a good report.
It's not, Judge, it sounds like he's obviously not been discharged, but he's on a behavioral contract. I'm not sure what else I can say about that.
You just need to get what you got. Yeah, we have the services, and we have the services too. That's all part of the given contract.
So he's back inpatient.
No, he's outpatient, but up to services.
Okay. Oh, intensive outpatient now.
Yeah.
Well, what's the state want to do? I mean, this is a felony, so they have the option of taking it to the grand jury and on to the common police court, if they wish.
Well, I'm just looking back at September's report. It was a good report, and then October 17th, he was terminated from QRT, but had a good report today, on that day. So, I mean, if RRS is willing to keep working with him,
Yes, we are.
we're okay with giving a little bit more of an opportunity, but he's going to have to realize that he's going to have to get it done this time.
Mr. Rainey, I want to make sure you understand, it is kind of complicated for a layman to understand the way the system works, and it's come about over hundreds of years. So to get here to see, you know, the felonies used to be, all felonies were punishable by death in England. That's what made a felony a felony. You could get the death penalty for any felony. Well, we proceeded from that. We still call them felonies, but now the difference between a felony and a misdemeanor is, felony, you can go to prison. Misdemeanor, you can only go to the county jail. And it's so serious, you have to be indicted by a group of your fellow citizens to get charged with a felony. Well, they started the process, but you haven't been indicted yet. They basically told you, if you'll go to treatment, we won't indict you. You'll stay in this court. You won't go to the felony court, and you won't have a risk of going to prison. But you can't keep on the way you are and stay in this court. If you keep getting bad reports, eventually Mr. Hill's going to say, we're taking him to the grand jury, you're going to go to the felony court. And then if you mess up down there, the judge has the power to send you to prison. I don't have the power to send you to prison. If I get really steamed at you, the most I can do is put you in the county jail. So, pretty serious stuff. You gotta change your behavior. If you wanna stay here, you gotta get clean, get good reports, otherwise you're headed down to Ironton, to the big courthouse, and when another judge, it'll be out of my control. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you wanna stay here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, you gotta get good reports then. No more methamphetamine. I know it's highly addictive stuff. It's also terrible stuff long term.
Yeah.
You keep using it, you're not going to live that long.
Yes.
How old are you now?
45.
Okay. So you're going to do better this next month?
Oh, yeah, sure.
All right.
Judge, unfortunately, I do not have Mr. Stratton's calendar available.
Well, I'll just set something and we'll have to
Okay.
roll with it.
I know he's here this Friday, but that's probably too soon.
Oh, I don't know, but I don't want to bring him back that soon. Let's pull up December. Let's see. He's usually here on Friday, so I'm going to change it to a Friday. Let's make it the 19th, December the 19th. I want to see a good report or you're in danger of going down to Ironton. I'm not coming back here anymore.
Yes, sir.
I'll let him know the date and time, Judge.
Okay, December the 19th, 10 o'clock. Next day.
Mr. Stratton is on the docket for this.
State of Ohio versus Devin Willard, case number CRB 25-423 A and B. Mr. Willard, will resume, Your Honor.
I'm right here. Your Honor, Mr. Willard is on the video. He was set for today, but was unable to get a ride down here. He resides in Columbus and is dependent on other people for rides. We have a deal worked out in his case, but we need to have him here in person to finalize that deal because there is a no contact order involved that he's going to have to be able to sign.
Okay,
So.
Can he be here?
He told me to ask for about 2 weeks, but unfortunately 2 weeks from now falls in the period where I'm going to be gone for the first part of December. The 12th or 15th are my 12th, 15th, and 19th are my next available court days. past a week or
The
so.
19th works fine. I'll definitely have a ride by then. I apologize, I had a ride set up for today, but my uncle, his wife had her foot cut off, and she's getting out of the hospital today. So he said he couldn't take me.
We'll set it for the 19th of December for a pretrial, that'll be at 10 a.m.
And of course, we'll sign a time waiver to accommodate that, Your Honor. Thank you.
Yeah, that's at the request of the defendant. Okay, December the 19th, Mr. Willard. Be here in person, please.
What was that?
December the 19th, be here in person.
Yes, sir, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Tiffany Brooks, case number TRC 252131, A, B, and C.
Your Honor, this is an OVI alleged with a urine screen, and as of this morning, Mr. Hill didn't have the urine screen results back. I'm not sure if that's changed.
I've just heard from Mr. McClellan, and he is now free to make an inquiry on those, so we may have it later on here.
We'll recall it later.
Recall this later in the docket. Thank you.
I'll recall.
Yeah, recall it.
State of Ohio versus Charles Cochran Jr., case number CRB 25625, CRA 25517.
Mr. Stiers' case set for pretrial. And there's a 20 on another case too. He's at hometown. Okay, it's a really good report. I'll just read one sentence into the record, which is really good. Charles goes above and beyond to do what is required in the treatment, also goes the extra mile to help with extra chores, attend extra meetings, and always try to help the next man. It's really good. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I would leave it to the court what court time frame we want to come back, and then we take a look at the calendar.
Second half of December sometime.
I'm available the 12th through the 22nd.
22nd. Still not working. 12/22 will be the next hearing. 10 o'clock.
And on that day, Your Honor, there is an assault charge pending. So we're going to want to know on that day whether they want a trial or whether they want to.
That's the 625.
Yes.
Plea or trial.
And our offer is 30 days suspended probation and a no contact order.
We can go ahead and plead to that today then, Your Honor. He'll plead to that, 30 days in jail. We would agree in the recommendation, 30 days in jail suspended to 2 years probation and a no contact order.
Okay, you agree with what your attorneys represented to the court, Mr. Cochran?
Yes, sir.
You have a right to make a statement to the court if you want before I send it to you. Do you have anything you want to say?
That's just taking, consideration that I'm doing good, and I will pass a screen today as well as I have been for my recovery.
Yes, they said you did well on the screen, so that's
It took me,
admirable. You're doing well.
yeah, it took me 80-some days, but the THC finally disappeared.
Okay. All right, on the assault, I'll impose a $150 fine, order you to pay the court costs, 30 days in jail suspended. You're to not go around or contact Nathan McDade, 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 Nathan. I'll set your review for May. Well, we'll just keep it with the other case, so let's get a date and I'll set it.
We're coming back on the 22nd on that, Your Honor.
22nd, so review hearing will be the 22nd. So I'll change that from the pre-trial to review. And on 25/5/17, this preliminary hearing on the 22nd. So we'll need to see Mr. Major got his probation out. 2 years of level full.
You said don't leave until I get that.
Don't usually get a copy of the paper, but it's probably
State of Ohio recalls Christopher Faulkner, case number CRB 25335, A, B, and C. Christopher Faulkner.
Christopher Faulkner is here. This is our review. All right, Mr. Faulkner, looks like you missed the hearing on August 22nd of this year.
Yes, sir.
Do you have an explanation for that?
I was out of town working, but I came back like 2 weeks ago. I still probably could have made it again if I'd really had to. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, actually.
Are you still going to Ohio Valley Physicians?
No, sir.
Okay, I want you to do a urine screen then today.
Okay.
And come back after you do the urine screen.
Okay. I'll fail it. I mean, I'm being honest.
Well, before you were positive for meth and cocaine. Is that still the same thing?
Yes, sir. It would have been, yeah. It was, yeah.
Why'd you decide to come in today?
Well, I got arrested the other day. I was on the way back from a funeral, but I had a warrant out for where I didn't come into court. And like I said, I'd called and contacted the court and everything before I missed my actual date, but it was already too late because I was out of town for like 2 months.
So you got arrested, but you're not wearing an orange jumpsuit. How'd that happen?
No, I posted bail.
Oh, you got a bond up?
Yeah. Yeah, I've got my kids and stuff like that, so I don't have anybody really watching them, so I had to find somebody.
Who did you post the bond with, Mr. Sal?
Yes, sir.
You posted a new bond, because you had a bond from before.
Yeah, I posted a new bond.
You had a bond in June of '24. Did you post one here recently?
Yeah, just Friday.
Okay. I don't have that paperwork yet, so. I still want you to screen.
Okay, yeah, I'll screen.
So go do a urine screen. I want to see what's in your system now.
Okay.
And how many kids do you have?
I got 6.
You have custody of all 6?
Split 50-50. The one of them, my newborn right here, her mother, she's in Maryland, but the other ones I have 50-50. This one I have all the time.
Are you working?
Yes, sir. I
Doing
work.
what?
I'm a millwright out of the millwright union, so I travel, like turbines and stuff like that.
Aren't you working with equipment and tools and stuff like that?
Yes, sir. Yes.
I mean, they let you do that if you're doing
No.
cocaine?
No, they don't, sir.
They don't know?
No.
So, go do a urine screen and let's see what we're dealing with. Because sometimes people tell me I've got X and Y in my system and they got Z too. So let's see what's in there. So go do a urine screen.
Okay.
Bye.
State of Ohio versus Christy Clay, case number CRB 25737. And State of Ohio versus Rodney Dale Clay, case number CRB 25738.
Yeah. All right, ma'am, you're Christy Clay?
Yes, sir.
That's 25737, and you're Rodney Dale Clay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the bail's gonna hand you copies of the charges. And it looks like you're both charged with domestic violence. It's alleged against both of you that Rome Township on November the 14th that you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to the other person, and that you're a member of the same family or household, that makes it domestic violence. Maximum penalty is 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you each understand the charge you face?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand your rights?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead?
No contest.
No contest, sir.
Okay. No contest means I'm not admitting I'm guilty, but I'm not denying it either. And I agree that I can be found guilty without calling a lawyer. If Judge, if you think what the state says it has as evidence is enough to convict me, you can find me guilty without calling a lawyer. So most of the time it results in a guilty finding because you're not putting up a defense to the charge. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, I'll accept your no contest plea. State have a report on this.
Yes, Your Honor. This is from Corporal Orsbon from the Lawrence County Sheriff's Office. November 14th, 2025, I was dispatched to 219 Jones Street, Proctorville, around 10 p.m. in the evening for a domestic. Upon arriving, a male and female was inside, and the female was standing in the kitchen screaming, and the male was sitting on the couch in the living room. I could see through the glass doors. I knocked, and the male stated, "Come in." After entering the home, the female began screaming. If she could have got a gun loaded, she would have blown your damn brains out. The male stated she was drunk. They both have been drinking. At this time, I had Patrolman Birch from Chesapeake and Deputy Frame take her to his cruiser and separate them. After getting them both dressed and out of the house in separate cruisers, I read the male, who identified as Rodney Dale Clay, his Miranda rights, and then asked what happened. Rodney stated that she had too much to drink, that both had been drinking, but she was worse off, so he drove home from the Moose. Rodney stated that this is why she was mad. Upon arriving home, Rodney stated they got undressed and he was lying down and she was mad. She began breaking things and hitting him, so he shoved her back and she hit the floor. Rodney stated that she grabbed the gun, but it had a lock on it and she didn't think she would have done anything. He doesn't think she would have done anything with it. Rodney stated that it's his wife, Christy Clay. Rodney stated that she was mad and tearing things up, but she only does that when she's drunk on liquor. Rodney stated that all the blood was his where she hit him with a glass vase. Christy Clay stated that she would have blown his brains out if she could have got the gun loaded. She was not going to let any man hit her. Christy stated that he is a D word and that he started hitting her and kicking her because he was drinking and he was a D word. Christy stated that she grabbed a gun and tried to take the lock off and loaded it so she could blow his effing brains out. Christy stated that he is bigger than her and he would not hit her. Christy stated that she did throw the glass vase because he hit her. Christy then stated she went to the room to get one of the two guns to blow his brains out. Christy stated she grabbed the one and took it out and had the lock on it. Christy tried to remove it, and then when she couldn't get the lock off, she threw it at him. There was a black handgun on the floor in the hall by the bathroom and bedroom doors. Rodney stated the other was in his top drawer, and if we needed it, we could get it as well. The black handgun is a Taurus G2C 9mm with a serial number on here. Has a lock through the barrel and out the slide. The one in the drawer is a Taurus G2C 9mm with a serial number. This gun was fully loaded and had one in the chamber, located in the top dresser drawer under socks. I took pictures of everything before I ran the numbers and the handguns and documented the scene. I placed both Rodney and Christy Clay under arrest for domestic. I routed both guns, clips, and ammo into evidence. Rodney was transported by Corporal Shannon Orsbon and Christy by Deputy grist frame to the Lawrence County Jail.
And do you all have anything you want to say in response to Deputy Worsbon's report to the court?
Yes, sir. There was no excuse for what happened.
We both made a mistake.
Yeah, that sounds like it could have went way south quickly with what was going on. You're lucky you're just here for domestic violence and not something way more serious.
I love my wife.
How long have you all been, you're married, right?
Yes, sir.
How long have you been married?
13 years.
Well, just as a neutral observer, I'm going to say we need to address the alcohol issue here. You agree?
Yes, sir.
You both agree?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That was a very dangerous situation for both of you. I don't want to see you get hurt. So are you willing to go to counseling over the substance
We can go to counseling, sir.
issues? Okay, Mr. Deal, what's the state have to say about this?
The circumstances were awful, and I hope they both look maybe a little bit embarrassed about what's happened. Who knows what's happened before between them, but this doesn't sound like it would have been the first time they've had problems between themselves. Maybe it's the first time they've been in court over it.
It's the first time we
But
had
they're still
problems.
together, so they're still together. And, you know, something like this would cause a lot of people to say, you know, I'm out, I'm done. But they're still together. So if they want to stay together, they need to get this fixed. And now they're in a situation where if they don't, I'm going to ask that they both go to jail for a few days. So I think that they should take some counseling seriously. We have people here from agencies that can provide them with that. They need to stop going to the Moose and think about each other more and not cause situations where they want to blow each other's heads off.
Yes, sir.
So that's what we want to see happen. And then, Your Honor, if the court were to reserve judgment on guilt or not guilt, or if the court wanted to go ahead and pass judgment on that today and then reconsider later on, I want the potential of going to jail over their heads, but I don't necessarily want them to have a permanent record if they do what they need to do to fix things.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a finding guilty, but I'm going to not sentence you today. But I'm going to try to get you set up with some counseling. And then down the road, I'll sentence you depending on how well you do. I think the main thing here is to fix the problem so it doesn't happen again. We want you to stay safe. We want you to have these issues in the future. I don't know your whole history, but I'm going to say, just from what I've heard, that maybe you shouldn't be drinking. You know, some people, well, the latest evidence now is there's no amount of alcohol that's good for you. That's what they used to say, a little alcohol is good for you. Now they're saying there's no amount that's good for you. And just from my observations, some people just can't handle alcohol. You know, they turn into a different person when they start drinking. That's unrecognizable to the person they are when they're sober. That sounds like that may be you all. You may be a different couple when you're drinking than you are. I wouldn't pick you out if you're sitting here. Actually, I can see everybody. I think sometimes people think I can't see. I don't see what's people out. I saw you sitting there. I thought these people are probably here with somebody else to support them or being with a family member. You didn't look like the typical defendants.
We just made a mistake, sir.
I understand, but we want to fix them. This is the kind of mistake that could happen again, so we want to fix whatever the issue was that caused it to happen. So I need to ask this. Do you have any kind of health insurance, or how do you pay for medical services now? If you need to go to the doctor, how do you pay for it?
We have an Ohio Medicaid card.
You have Ohio Medicaid, okay. Well, that's going to help us, and both of you have Ohio Medicaid.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I think we need some substance use counseling and some marital counseling, and they live in Proctorville. So, would you prefer to go to a faith-based program or a secular program? Does it matter?
It doesn't
Doesn't
matter,
matter,
sir.
Okay. Well, we've got two that raise their hands, so I'll let you go talk to both of them. I'll let you go to either Bethesda or RRS. RRS is probably a little closer for you because it's right here in Chesapeake. But I want you to go to one or the other. You can talk to them, get something set up. And the way this works, if you've been watching, it's an epidemic. Now, you're kind of old-fashioned that you're drinking alcohol. Drugs are the epidemic in our community right now. And have been for 10 years or so, maybe longer. 80% of our criminal docket, I would say, the root cause of them being here is some sort of drug issue. But alcohol's a problem too, and so I want to address that and fix it for you. I want you to fix it for yourselves, really. So you'll come back periodically, and I'll get reports as to how you're doing. They're going to tell me, you know, we had people today that did really well. We had somebody that failed their screens and didn't go to counseling as they were supposed to and got a bad report. So that, if you were here, I told that person he could go on down to the common pleas if he doesn't get his act together. So I want you to do well. You get reports here to me as to how you are doing, and then eventually I'm going to sentence you. And obviously, the better you do, the better I can do on the sentencing, up to, it's a possibility I'll just dismiss it, because this is one of those charges, like an OVI, that's what they call DUIs now, OVI. It stays on your record. It doesn't go, there are some things you can get expunged off your record after a certain period of time. This is not one of them. You cannot get a domestic violence expunged off your record. It stays on your record, just like an OVI does. It stays on your record. So, you do really well, we'll keep it off your record. You won't even have that on your record that you got convicted. But I've got to be really satisfied that it ain't going to happen anymore. That's what I want. That's what I want to know. This isn't going to happen again.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay? So go talk to the representatives from the Bethesda and RRS, get signed up, and then let's come back in about a month, and they'll give me a report as to how you're doing. And then it's not going to be over in a month. I mean, this is you're going to go for a little while. Does it matter to you if it's a Monday or Friday when we come back?
Preferably a Friday, sir.
Okay. I'm going to make it the 19th then. December the 19th, it'll be a sentencing. I'm going to let you, well, you got a bond up. Both of you got bonds up. So I'm just continuing your bonds that you got. Any questions that you have of me?
No, sir.
And
Sir.
those folks will go out with you in the lobby and talk to you.
Sir, I work out of town where I drive, so I'm out of town stuff there. Can we try to figure out when we can go to the...
Are you out on the 19th?
No, sir. I'll make sure I'm home.
Okay.
He meant in terms of like the counseling.
Counseling, yes,
Yeah,
sir.
but we've had this, they'll work with you to try to get you, I don't want you to lose your job. I
Yes,
want you
sir.
to keep your job, and they'll work with you. But you can't say, well, I can't ever come. I mean,
No, sir.
you can, they'll even sometimes do some of it by teleconference or phone or whatever, but yeah, we gotta make some changes. This is just to help you make the changes you need to make.
Yes, sir.
Okay, December 19th at 10 o'clock will be your next meeting.
Your Honor, we're ready to go to the Orange County Jail.
And we have some hearings from the jail to do by teleconference.
State of Ohio versus Darrell Campbell Jr., case number CRB 25-739, and Lisa Hammonds is on that.
Sir, you Darrell Campbell Jr. Okay. All right, Mr. Campbell, I'm Judge Capper. Okay, sir, I can't understand anything you're saying, sir. Okay, I'm going to appoint Mr. Steyer to represent you and have him call down and talk to you, and and then we'll proceed. So I'm giving you a lawyer.
I'll see the file later on.
Yes, you'll recall later. Okay. Your lawyer's gonna call and talk to you.
Okay, I don't know who that is.
State of Ohio versus Lisa Hammonds, case number TRC 141590, A and B, CRB 14465.
This is on a review hearing, so.
Okay.
Your representation ended. All right, ma'am, you're Lisa Hammonds.
Yeah.
Ms. Hammonds, it's alleged that you missed a review hearing June the 12th of 20. And it looks like you've been in the jail a little bit now, right? How long have you been in the jail?
I've been in jail for about almost 30 days.
So you've got something from Common Pleas?
Yeah.
So they've got a hold on you, because I see I sentenced you on October the 24th of this year to go to Bethesda for inpatient. Is the or it wasn't me, actually, it was Judge Cummings.
She has a holder out of common pleas, and it's a responding holder, so it's taken it.
Are they going to let her come eventually, or don't know yet?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Is that normally used?
Do you have another hearing date in front of Common Pleas Court?
I think I gave about the 10th.
December?
Yeah.
Who's your judge?
Finley.
Okay. All right, I'm going to set you back in front of me on December the 12th. So I've given you an OR bond, so if she agrees for you to go to treatment, you'll be at Bethesda, and they'll bring you. If you're still in the jail, I'll see you by teleconference. But if you get out of jail, you got to go to treatment at Bethesda, according to my order, and they'll bring you to court on the 12th of December.
Okay.
You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. It'll be a sentence. December the 12th, 10 o'clock for sentence.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio versus Brian Lane, case number CRA 25735, and Daniel Kelly is on deck.
Brian Lane is a new case. It's an extradition, 25735, Circuit Court, Greenup County. So are you Brian Lane?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lane, I'm Judge Capper. This is your arraignment hearing. The allegation is that there's a warrant for your arrest out of Greenup County, Kentucky, from the circuit court there, and they want you held and brought to Greenup County on a charge of flagrant non-support.
Yes, sir.
Were you aware of that warrant?
No, not at all.
Okay, so you have a right to have an extradition hearing in this court, and that hearing is designed to decide, is there sufficient reason to send you to Greenup County, Kentucky on the charges? It won't be whether you're guilty or innocent of the charges, it's should I send you there? And you have a right to have an attorney. You have the same rights as defendants have in other cases. You have a right to remain silent, you don't have to say anything. You have a right to have an attorney, to have one appointed, to have bail, and to make the state prove that you should go to Kentucky. Do you understand those things?
I think that, am I going to get bail?
Yes. I'll set a bail for you and let you go turn yourself in if you can post.
Yes, I understand.
Okay, do you want to have an extradition hearing? You can waive extradition, and that just means you're saying, I agree to go to Kentucky.
Yes, I agree, when you're available, we'll do it.
Okay, so that court is asking for a very specific amount. I'm assuming this is what they're alleging the back due child support is. They're wanting $22,717.74 as your bail. So I will set that. So if you got that amount and post it with the court, as you show up in Greenup County, it'll get all released. If you can't post that amount, I'll let you use a surety, which means a bail bondsman. So they're guaranteeing you're going to show up in Greenup County, or they have to pay that amount. So you would have to pay the bail bondsman the fee, usually it's 10% of that, so $2,200, roughly $2,300. But you lose that fee that you pay, but then you're ordered to go turn yourself in Greenup County. If you don't turn yourself in, the bail bondsman has to pay that amount to the court, and they don't like to pay that amount to the court, so usually they go snatch you up and put you in jail because you didn't show up in court when you were supposed to. So how do you want to proceed? Do you want to waive extradition? Do you want to try to post bond? Or do you, if you can't post the bond, then I'm going to tell Greenup County he's here. If you waive extradition, I'll say you got a week to come pick him up.
Yeah, that's all, yes. I don't have cash on either, I mean, probably get it, but I don't cash on.
Okay, so you don't want to post a bond, you just want to need to order Greenup County to come get you. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so usually one of the officers listening in, you can let Greenup County know he's available now to be picked up. I'll give them a week, so that's till next Monday, the 24th, to pick you up by 8 a.m. on the 24th.
Okay, 8 a.m., okay.
And if you're not picked up, then I'll have you back before me that morning at 10 a.m., because that means something went wrong. Usually means they didn't get notified or something happened.
But if I get up with the 22 or $100, I can still get up to them? No.
No, you have to tell me now if you're going to try to post bond, because I'm not going to tell, because here's what happens. You don't know if you can post bond. I give you some time to try to post bond, but I'm not going to tell them to come get you, and then they come to the jail and you're not there because you posted bond. I'm not going to make them come over and try to get you if you're not going to be there.
Right, okay.
So if you want some time to try to post bond, I'll let you do that.
Yes, you do that, please?
Okay, now this is going to push back the time, because I'm not going to start the clock on Greenup County until I know whether or not you can post bond. So I'm going to give you this week, then I'll put you on my docket for Friday and give you a chance to try to post bond.
Okay.
If you do post bond, you need to go turn yourself in and get the warrant withdrawn.
Okay.
Immediately. So you're going to try to post bond.
Yes, I can try.
Okay. Well,
Could you give me that bond amount again, please?
it's $22,717.74.
And Tim should that 2200?
Well, I can't, I mean, that's the typical, but I'm not the bail bondsman. I mean, I've had him, well, there's one that does 95% of the bonds here. And sometimes he'll just tell somebody, I think you're a flight risk, I'm not going to post bond for you. So he can say that. I don't know, that's between you and him, but typically it's 10%.
Yes.
So I'll set bond, $22,717.74. I'm giving you this week to post it. Then if you do post it, you gotta go turn yourself in.
Yes.
In Greenup County.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to set it for next Monday, which is the 24th. And if you, for some reason, can't get, you're out on bond, but you can't, they burn down all the bridges and you don't have a boat or whatever, and you can't get to Greenup County, you gotta show up here and explain to me why you didn't go to Greenup County and turn yourself in, or I'm gonna tell the bail bondsman to go fetch you, and he will. So that will be the 24th at 10 o'clock. So we're gonna send down a waiver of extradition, so you're gonna sign that, and that just basically says, I agree, I'm the Brian Lane they want in Kentucky, and I'm gonna go take care of this one way or the other.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that'll be faxed down. I'm putting your case back on the docket for next Monday. So if you don't postpone, I'm gonna see you next Monday, then I'll start the clock on Greenup County to come get you, because that means you couldn't postpone.
Yes, sir.
Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay.
State of Ohio versus Daniel J. Kelly at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 25736.
Sir, are you Daniel J. Kelly? Are you Daniel J. Kelly?
Yes, sir.
Mr. Kelly, I'm Judge Capper. We're doing your hearing by teleconference, obviously, but everybody, there's about 30, 40 people in here, they can see you on a television monitor. So you're appearing in court on a monitor, it's all being recorded, what you say, what I say. You don't have to say anything. You have a right to remain silent. If you do make statements, they're being recorded, they can be used against you later. You have a right to have an attorney appointed if you can't afford one, to have bail, to make the state of Ohio prove this charge beyond a reasonable doubt. You understand those rights?
Yes, sir.
The charge against you is assault. It was faxed down to the jail today. I don't know if you have it, but it should be there at the jail. The state's alleging that on November the 15th in Rome Township, you knowingly caused or tried to cause physical harm to Kevin McComas. That's an assault charge. It's a first-degree misdemeanor. Maximum penalty, 6 months in jail, $1,000 fine. Do you understand the charge?
Yes, sir.
How do you wish to plead to this charge?
No, yes, I guess.
Well, you gotta be sure, because it's pretty important. If you're not sure,
I'm not sure really, sir. Depends on what you're,
if you're not sure, you should enter a not guilty plea.
I don't want to plead to nothing, I guess, yet. I don't know what to plead, to be honest with you, sir.
If you don't want to plead to anything, you want to enter a not guilty plea.
Not guilty.
You want a lawyer appointed to represent you.
But, I was hoping to get out today, Your Honor, if you let me sign myself out on violence. Because I don't have any money. I had a job interview, but I had it today.
Let's back up, Mr. Kelly. I know everybody that's in jail wants out. But I didn't ask you that question. Listen to the question I asked you. Do you want me to appoint a lawyer for you?
Yeah.
Do you have a job?
I should hear, if I can get out and get that job interview, yeah. I don't have one right now, no.
Okay, so you have no income as of this time?
No, sir.
And I'm assuming, well, I shouldn't assume. Do you have any money saved?
No.
All right, I'm going to appoint Mr. Morford to represent you. I'm entering a not guilty plea for you. What's the state's position on bond for Mr. Kelly? You've got a Proctorville address?
Yeah.
So as long as he's doesn't have to be around Kevin McComas. We're okay with an OR bond. We're going to ask for a protection order.
Is it any problem for you to stay away from Kevin McComas?
No problem at all.
You don't live together?
No, he lives in Chesapeake, I live in Parkerville.
Okay, well,
I'll never get around him again.
I'm gonna let you out on your promise to come to court.
Okay.
With a signature. So you're just gonna sign something that says, Judge, I promise I'll be in court, or I'll pay $1,000 as a penalty, and you get a warrant for not.
Okay. All right, I'll sign it, sir.
Okay. And I'm ordering you to stay away from Mr. McComas too. You have to stay away from him, don't go around him. Don't post anything about him on social media either. You have to ask him about it.
I don't understand. I'll stay away from him. I won't say nothing about it on social media.
I don't want I just want things to die down. I don't want any more problems.
I promise you, sir, they will. I promise you.
Okay, your lawyer's gonna be Mr. Morford. He wants a phone number. Do you have a phone number you wanna give him and all the world who's listening in? Because this is going out on the World Wide Web on YouTube, so anything you say, people in China or wherever that have access to a computer can know, so.
Yeah. I don't want to say my phone number on the World Wide Web, but after I get over it, call me. If the lawyer call me. If the lawyer call me here, Your Honor, I give you my phone number that way.
I don't care who they do it.
Okay?
All right, thank you.
Okay, your order to stay away from Kevin McComas.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
But wait a minute, we're not finished. I'm entering a not guilty plea for you, and we gotta set a new date when you're gonna come to court. You know where the court is in Chesapeake? Oh, he's gone. He needs to come back. Okay. We weren't finished. I gotta give you a date to come to court. You know where the court is in Chesapeake? You know where the court is in Chesapeake?
Yes, sir.
You gotta come to the court, and we're gonna decide on a date now, Mr. We're looking at his calendar. Pretty much any day in December but the 1st.
Fifth?
Oh, the 5th is a bad day, yeah. Sorry, 5th and 5th. 5th, we're gonna try to keep light.
8th?
8th works. Okay, Mr. Kelly, December the 8th. Is your court date. That's the second Monday in December at 10 o'clock, so you gotta be here then.
December 8th at 10 a.m.?
Yes, sir. Mr. Morford's gonna call the jail to talk to you then.
All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
And thank you, Your Honor. Are we done, Your Honor?
Done.
All right.
Your Honor, we have to recall the jail, but we're not ready for that yet.
Okay, we'll come back to the jail later.
State of Ohio recalls Christopher Faulkner, case number CRV 25-740, CRV 25-2866, CRV 25-335.
Christopher Faulkner.
Under the new charge.
Okay, he has a new charge, and I've got your drug screen. Amphetamine, cocaine, methamphetamine. Then you got a new charge I need to arraign you on. Have you received a copy? Looks like you do have it in front of you.
Yes, sir.
25-740 is possession of drug paraphernalia. It alleges that on November the 14th in Fayette Township, he only used, possessed drug paraphernalia being a glass pipe. That's a 4th degree misdemeanor, maximum penalty is 30 days in jail, $250 fine. And you got a traffic charge, 25-28-66, excuse me, expired registration. $25-28-66. Minor misdemeanor. The maximum penalty for that is $150 fine. How do you plead to those charges?
Guilty, sir.
Okay. accept your guilty plea. You understand that means you're admitting those charges are true?
Yes, sir.
Well, first, I guess we should get some input from the state. He's got the new charge, drug paraphernalia, then he had a prior charge of theft offense that he had been convicted of, and he was part of that sentence, which was from July, was to get treatment. He had gone to ODP, but he's not following up with that now, and obviously he's still got an issue. He's tested positive. At least he didn't test for fentanyl, but the thing is now, anything you get off the street could have fentanyl in it. You're just lucky you're not getting exposed to fentanyl at this very moment.
And he's here with a baby.
Yes.
And we've got a lot of concern. I don't want Mr. Faulkner to take this the wrong way, but you're in over your head here a little bit. And you need help.
I do. I was an alcoholic for about 12 years, and I ended up stopping drinking. And honest to God, thought that I could probably do this myself, but I feel like that's what you know what I mean? I just didn't think it was a problem. Like I thought it was something I could just.
Well, Your Honor, he needs help. And we've contacted, and I don't want you to panic over this.
No.
We've contacted Children's Services because we want to make sure this baby's, I mean, you're positive for drugs and you've got your baby with you. I don't want to charge against you over it.
No, you're fine.
But we got to make sure everything's okay.
Yeah, of course.
And is there somebody who can take the baby?
Not today. I mean, I've got, she's in Maryland, and I have my dad, but he's at work too, so.
All right.
Children's Services coming here, or what?
Well, they haven't answered us yet.
Okay.
But we're concerned. We want to we want to get this straightened out for him. And get him
Has
straightened
Children's
out.
Services been involved with you?
No,
previously?
I've had 6 kids, like I said, I got 6 kids, I don't have no.
Well, that's a lot.
I've never had no problem.
And that, how old are, what's the age range? We got a baby, what's the oldest one?
We got 19, so,
Okay.
I've never had no problem with them at all. I've never, you know what I mean?
Where are the other kids? Are they Lawrence County or? Where
one of them's in the military, the oldest one. The other ones are with their mother, my ex-wife.
And she's where?
Barbersville area, I think, yeah, Huntington area.
Okay. Who's the mother of this child you got with you today?
She's, like I said, she's in Maryland at the moment, but
Maryland, is that what you said?
Yeah, she's in Maryland right now. Her mother passed, so.
Is she living here though?
Yeah, she stays with me, yeah.
Okay, you're all together?
Yeah.
Still together?
Yes, sir. Been together for 10 years.
Well, you had gone to ODP, and that's an appropriate place to go, but you quit going, so.
It's because I was out of town, sir. I know, I should have correlate something.
Do you have a medical card?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Ohio?
No.
West Virginia?
Yeah.
Okay, so OVP will take that. A lot of the other agencies here can't take West Virginia Medicaid card, so, I'm going to order you to go back to OVP and tell them, you need to be honest about your situation and tell them you're in court, you got new charges pending, and you tested positive for cocaine, methamphetamine, and what else was there?
Amphetamine, sir.
Amphetamine. Are you getting that prescribed?
No, I was told it was in both of them is what I don't know. That's just showed up in there, but I don't do any prescription drugs or anything like that.
And I've got a Huntington address for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, well, you got a bond up now. So you have to come to court, or if you don't, Mr. Sauer's going to come snatch you up.
Okay, that's fine, sir.
Well, we'll try it on an outpatient basis, I guess, at first, because you got these kids, but I don't know. You may need to go inpatient because of all the stuff you're testing for. Well, if you can show me that you can do it, I'll let you go outpatient.
So they'll be able to
When you
work,
were doing OVP, where did you go?
in Huntington, I don't,
At the, on 20th Street?
I think so.
6th Avenue and 20th Street?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, well, you need to go back there immediately and tell them, be honest, and tell them what happened, what you're testing for,
Okay,
and that you need intensive outpatient.
okay.
And we'll try that first, and if it doesn't work, you're gonna have to go inpatient. And we'll have to make arrangements for the, for this baby. What's the next oldest kid?
The next oldest one, from her,
Yeah.
I've got twin boys that are 14, and then a stepdaughter, she's 14 as well, so.
Okay.
And then my actual daughter, she's 15, so. 19, 15, 14, and newborn.
Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah, it's been a lot.
We gotta make it a priority. I mean, I'm assuming you don't want these kids to have a substance use problem.
No. No, they,
And
like
you
I said,
know, I mean, they've all heard this, true, statistically, there's no guarantees right now. There's so much drugs. It's so different than when I was a kid growing up. I was never around anybody that had hard drugs when I was a kid, but now, I mean, your kids are gonna be around somebody growing up that's got hard drugs, because it's everywhere. I mean, I remember once, I was in high school getting in a Volkswagen, I can still see the car, getting in a Volkswagen, the kid gets in with a bag of marijuana. That's the closest. I didn't smoke any, but that would kind of freak me out. And that was the closest they ever got to anything. But now, there's fentanyl, methamphetamine, cocaine, everything is out there everywhere. And your kids are going to be exposed to that. And we know that as a parent, if you're using, they know, and they're going to be more likely to use if they know you're using. And you don't want that, do you?
That's right.
Well, and now's the time to get it fixed.
Yes, sir.
Especially for her. The others, we know, by 14, unfortunately, they probably already have their attitudes fixed, is what they think about drugs.
Yeah.
By 14. So, but I still think you can be a good example to them. It's not hopeless at 14, but they've already formed a lot of their attitudes by the time they're 14. This is a girl?
Yes.
She hasn't. I mean, she's still a blank slate.
That's what makes me want to get out.
So do it for her.
No, I'm going to do it.
Not, you're not number one anymore.
Right.
I know that's hard in our culture, like everybody wants to be number one. Everybody does stuff for themselves. They don't care so much about the other people. You guys start caring about your kids, especially this little one.
Children's Services is sending a worker this way.
Okay.
We'd also like to see Mr. Faulkner assessed before he leaves today and find out what services he might need.
Well, the problem is, he's West Virginia Medicaid, and none of the people that are here, I don't think, can do West Virginia Medicaid.
So OVP is the one, and
No, I don't care to comply with whatever you need me to comply to. I can go wherever you need me to go.
the problem also is we don't want him driving.
Oh, I'm not like that. I'm impaired. I haven't done anything in 4 days, 5 days.
Okay, so I want you to stay here till you meet with Children's Services.
Okay.
Let's have you come back pretty quick then. Are you working now?
Yeah.
When are you supposed to be at work?
I'm working nights right now. I'm off, so I got off last week. Working 2
Okay,
days.
I'm gonna set you for next Monday,
Okay, that's fine.
the 24th.
All right.
There'll be a free trial. Well, actually, it'll be a sentencing. He's already pled guilty, so I'll just set it as a sentencing for next Monday. I'm not gonna send it today, though. I wanna wait and see how things go. But I've gotta see some definite compliance and working toward this.
like I said, I understand. I was working out of town. I'm not always around my kid on drugs or anything like that. I work out of town a lot. She has me. I mean, so I
Well,
wouldn't.
stop minimizing. This is important stuff.
It
Stop
is.
minimizing it.
I'm not
making
trying to.
excuses.
Sorry.
Start accepting responsibility and say, I'm going to do better going forward.
You're going to do better going forward, sir.
Okay. We'll see you next Monday at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
Your response to, don't leave until you see the Children's Services
Okay.
representative.
All right.
State of Ohio versus Native Land, case number CRB 25661, A and B.
Mr. Skyer's case set for pre-trial.
Yes.
Your Honor, the state has provided me this morning with some numbers on restitution in this matter, but I'd kind of like to, the numbers add up to quite a bit, so I'd like to see a little more documentation. So with that in mind, I'm going to ask to continue this one more time so that I can work with the state regarding restitution matter, and then we can maybe see where we are.
In December, 1st and 5th are out, pretty much any other day works.
I'm looking at the wrong month now, hang on, just a second. 15th, actually, does Monday or Friday matter to you? Okay, 15th, Your Honor.
15th works. December 15th will be the next hearing for pre-trial 10 o'clock.
Who is this?
Megan Lind. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Shelby Frazier, case number TRC 252357, A, B, and C.
Mr. Skyer's case pre-trial.
Your Honor, this is like similar to an earlier case today, is an OVI, alleged OVI with a urine screen. When I checked with Mr. Hield this morning, he didn't have a result back. It's been a little while since we've checked.
They're not available yet.
Okay, so do you have any idea?
That's what
Well, the 90 days would run on December 7th.
There is not. We're waiting time. We're waiting results. I think maybe we can just come back on this one next week and see where they stand and make a decision if they want to try to set a trial date or make an offer of some kind.
24th.
Robert Oakhurst?
24th or 26th.
I assume I'm going to be in common pleas court on the 26th, so I'm going to go with the 24th if that's okay, Your Honor.
All right, November 24th will be the next hearing at 10 o'clock.
Is that actually because it's on your, like, the barrels of it, they won't show, that's what you can Mr. Steiner, are you ready to answer order person?
We could, I guess. We don't. The issue there is the alleged victim isn't here. I don't know what we're going to do until we've spoken to that person about whether there's going to be a need for a protective order and so forth. And as of about 3 or 4 minutes ago, Jasmine said she had only been getting voicemail.
I just called her again, I just got her voicemail.
So she just called her again and is still only getting voicemail. So I don't want to leave it hanging forever, but at the same time, I don't feel like we have anything meaningful we can do yet. Well, I recognize that.
Well, so usually I would enter a protection order unless the complaining party says they don't want one.
Can we approach?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Darrell Campbell Jr. at the Lawrence County Jail, case number CRB 25739. All of it.
We'll recall that later in the docket.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Jason Taylor II, case number CRB 2524 A, B, and C, CRC 172266 A and D.
Mr. Stiers, please.
May I approach?
Yes.
How much have you paid to?
705.
Yeah, you paid this house.
Okay. So that's just paid. You mean since the last time you paid that? You paid 500 before. 705.
Still left.
Yeah, it was 1205.
Okay. 705 is left.
I got 620.
Okay. He has $620 of the $705 that remains in restitution. I'm going to ask that he be allowed to make that payment into the clerk and maybe set this back a few weeks.
Yeah, two weeks.
Well, it'd be into December because I've got trial set in 2 weeks, but if we could set this out in set this back about 2.5, 3 weeks, and hopefully we can get that wrapped up at that point. But he's been making pretty significant strides toward getting that restitution paid.
Well, also his report recommended he continue with counseling.
Yeah.
How much is the payment today?
You pay
I got 620 on it.
$620 today.
Okay, so he's gonna pay $620 today for the remaining restitution. So
75.
Yeah.
I thought it was 600.
it's 2524A, according to the last entry. That was the criminal.
No restitution's been put.
Actually, it should have been under the C, because that was the criminal.
Okay, that one is with sentence on August, it looks like, okay, restitution was put in, that makes sense.
He, as of today, he owed $705, and he's going to pay $620 today, which means that he has $85 more. You like that? I learned that to speak out loud. It's great.
So I'd ask to bring this one back on the 15th of December as well, Your Honor.
Okay. Case is continued to December the 15th for pre-trial.
Should I wait till then to pay it before?
If you can come in and pay it before then, that'd be good, but.
And he still has, he has an old case.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna make a payment on that one too when I come back in later December.
Okay. So everything's set that he has for December the 15th?
Yeah, I think in general, if there's a restitution figure outstanding, they take the restitution first.
Yes.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'll pay that.
Okay, next hearing on both cases.
Make progress. Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Trevor Burnett, case number CRA 25309, CRB 25311 A and B, CRB 24344, CRA 23380, CRB 21167.
Yeah, but we didn't talk about protection.
There's man said Sean.
That's what we were talking about. He didn't mention it. That's confused. I'm confused. That's when they keep on telling me that.
Yeah, because we don't know what to do.
We still don't know.
No, because he doesn't know where to go.
So we'll get a report. Good job.
Yeah, looks like we're seeing some good progress out of Mr. Dement. So, again, I don't know what sort of time frame you're looking at, Your Honor.
A month or more.
That puts us into December. I said something for the 22nd, that's about 5 weeks out.
That's fine. December 22nd for all Mr. Dement's case.
Mr. Dement is interested in going home. He's currently, I think, in a sober living facility. He's not in inpatient treatment, but he's obviously not at home either. He's interested in that. Is that something that the...
So I spoke with the outpatient coordinator this morning. Trevor's doing well. They're just not ready to complete him yet, but they're not opposed to him transferring to an outpatient facility in Ironton.
Okay.
Where do you live?
I'll be staying in Ironton.
Okay, so you would be able to get there?
Yeah.
Okay. We would ask that he'd be allowed to do that if that's something the...
Is there any recommendation as to where to go?
I can follow back up with that. I don't have a recommendation.
I'll let Shawnee make the arrangements for transfer and I'll approve.
Okay, thank you. Good job.
Okay, December 22nd, the next hearing.
Thank you.
Don't let this be an opportunity to slip up.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
That's happened before.
When's the next date, Your Honor?
22nd.
22nd.
State of Ohio versus Rosemary Jingle, case number TRD 251921.
Mr. Morford's case set for free trial.
It's a driving under suspension for an early
Do you have your license? This is a mandatory 3 days. You know that. You're ready to make it and get it done with it. Well, I can't continue that much more.
I mean, can I not make arrangements to come back in 4 days a year?
Yes.
I've got to make arrangements. I've got dogs.
Okay.
Then I moved to Columbus. I moved back to Columbus.
Your Honor, I'd like to proceed with entering a plea today and delaying sentence because she has some dogs that she needs to make arrangements for. We're going to enter a plea of guilty to this, and I believe it's a mandatory 3-day jail sentence.
There it is. What's the state's position on it?
We're okay with delaying imposition of the 3 days, but that's what the statute requires. So that's what we're going to ask for.
How much time do you need, Mr. Edwards?
I mean, I could do it next week or this week.
Just a week, Judge. Maybe a week from Friday if...
Or even this week. I could do it later this week. I just need to get it. I moved back to Columbus, so I need to just go back and make arrangements to have my dogs cared for.
Going to report Friday.
I can report.
This Friday, because the Friday after that is the holidays.
Yeah, I can do this Friday.
She would report Friday, Judge.
The 21st?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So your attorney is telling the court that you wish to change your plea to guilty, is that correct?
That's fine. Yes.
Yeah. And you have a right to make a statement to the court if you want. Do you have anything you want to say?
I just, at the time it happened, I thought I still had driving privileges, and the reason I was taking my dogs to get groomed, it wasn't just a grooming, it was a medical thing. They were very matted and in pain, and that's why they were there, and I thought that was covered under the medical. I didn't realize it didn't cover my dogs. I thought it covered them as well as me, but I was wrong.
Well, by entering a plea, you're giving up any defense like that, do you understand?
I know.
Yeah, that's what you want to do.
And I've already served 16 days in jail, so, for this.
Oh, prior?
Just, I did 10 days for the DUI, and they added 11 days for driving under suspension in Columbus, which ran concurrently with the last 5 days of the driving under suspension in Columbus.
Okay, so the conviction was in Delaware Municipal Court, correct?
Yes, and that's where the other suspension was. I drove up there for court, and I didn't drive down here for court, so, but I didn't have anybody down here to drive me up there for court, and rather than miss court, and the judge, they found out, and he said because it was blatant, he added an extra day on, so it made it 11 days, and I think it was accidentally run concurrently, but.
Okay, well, that doesn't have any, that's separate from this charge.
I understand that.
If she had driving privileges issued by the court in Delaware, I'd like to see that. I mean,
I have them with me.
we'd like to at least look at that. Destination. So you were working at Giant Eagle Pharmacy?
Yes, I'm a retired nurse.
Can you show it to the judge?
I've got one, Josh. Here, I've got one for you.
So I was just looking to see if it might have covered for driving here, but I think it was very specific about driving to work.
Yeah. Okay.
A few people.
Might steal this form though. Okay, let's just, I'm just gonna continue, you're gonna be here Friday anyway, Mr. Morford.
Yes, Your Honor.
Let's just continue, I'll do the sentencing employee on Friday, so her request is continued to Friday, the 21st.
So I come here, I don't go straight to the jail on Friday?
No, you wouldn't do, you have to come here anyway. This is the only place you can get to the jail from here. There's no entry down there.
It's different up there. They make a rate, like I did, when I did my 10 days, I did it on weekends.
Yeah.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right,
Thank
see you Friday.
What time, 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock.
And will that count as day one?
That'll be day one.
So I'll get out Monday morning?
Yeah, 72 hours. Yeah.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Elias Hernandez, case number TRC 25, 28, 26, A, B, and C. Your Honor, he has been picked up by ICE.
Okay, and this is what I had appointed you on this, and I felt like we probably would never get to another hearing. So he has gone from the jail. We'll acknowledge the case here.
Thank you, Your Honor. Back. Timmy Fortner.
State of Ohio versus Kelly Doss, case number CRA 25206, CRB 25207, A and B.
Mr. Stiers' case, pending here. Is that, and it reads.
This is a copy I can give them, right?
Yeah.
Actually, may I come forward?
Yeah, yeah. I'm a little confused because the first page, I mean, it says he was non-compliant, but now he's being completed.
Yes, he was late for curfew one night before his graduation, so he received the non-compliance and then progressed through the program and still graduated.
Okay.
The end of this reporting period as well, Your Honor, is 11/1, so it's a few weeks out of date.
Okay, so how will you want to proceed, Mr. Healy?
Your Honor, the charge, of course, was a felony possession charge and a drug abuse instrument, and then a disorderly conduct. But I believe that what we said to him early on was that we wanted him to be successful in treatment. And if he did that, we would agree to dismiss the charges. So I think he's, I'm just looking back at how long he's been with us.
April the 7th is when this happened.
You know, we knew Mr. Doss before this charge, and he just looks like a different person, except for his haircut. He looks like a different person than he did before.
Thanks.
And I think he's gained a new perspective on life.
Most
So
definitely.
if we haven't, if the agency and the counselors haven't helped him along sufficiently at this point, I think that the court's done everything we can do. I think he looks like he's on a new path. So we're ready to dismiss the charges if the court agrees.
All right, congratulations, Mr. Doss. Your cases are dismissed. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Matthew Paul Starcher, case number CRA 25434, CRB 25435, A and B.
Stire's case also set for pre-trial and preliminary hearing.
Looks like a pretty positive report, Your Honor.
Yes, it is. Any predictions on or prognosis on further treatment?
He's doing very well. He's making progress towards completing the program.
Do you have any idea how much longer he has in the program?
No, he is in our transitional house right now, getting ready to move into a sober living. He actually starts his job on Wednesday.
Oh, great. Where's that going to be?
Buffalo Wild Wings in Ironton.
Okay. So maybe we can come back 7 to 8 weeks out.
January, I think, is it right in that neighborhood?
Yes, that works. All right, January 12th will be the next hearing. Good job, Mr. Sturgeon.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
State of Ohio versus Jerry Blevins, case number TRC 251661, A, B, and C.
It's not that, right? So we're going to go to the judge wanted it So this is going to be because of $1,000 it was totaled, and the judge wanted me to come to make sure that he's not still out of money because
Good
it's
report.
totaled. That's when into the prosecutors with that estimate.
And you didn't click on why.
This is basically, we was in the middle of restoring it. We just had it parked across the street, and that's when it was hit.
Okay, so how much more do you think that you can improve?
About 2,700. And
It's
this is
his-
your copy.
It's his son's vehicle, he's a minor, he's not on yet. But his dad's here to explain it, he's 17. Yeah, he's 17.
I had the map pulled up.
Okay, well, you might have to explain it. So Mr. Stanball's here, and his vehicle was damaged, and we had him here specifically for the issue of restitution. And he has tried to explain something to me, or has explained it, and I've tried to understand what he's actually saying, but my insurance mind is not as sharp as Your Honor, so I think what I'd like to do is have you look at this and have him explain to you what he feels is still owed in restitution.
So from looking at the police report, it looks like that Mr. Blevins did not have insurance, is that correct?
Yes. So-
That Mr. Stanbaugh did with Progressive, but was that a liability-only policy, or was it full?
No, sir, it was full coverage.
Okay, so let's see what you got.
And the restitution actually goes to Gabriel, right?
Yes.
Since he actually owns the vehicle.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so this is what Progressive wound up giving you, was $3,292.55, correct?
Yes, gave to him.
To his son.
Was he the title owner?
Yes.
Okay. So they said the base value was basically $6,000, but then they deducted some amounts from that, $1,766.45 for title history adjustment. I really don't know what that means. Why they took $1,700 off of your value.
All right, that's what I'm trying to get, is the rest of the base value.
Why did your, okay, they're entitled to take off the deductible because you would have had a deductible of $1,000.
Right.
Why'd they take this other $1,700 off?
We don't understand.
Okay. Yeah. All right, well, did I say why deny demand proof for mode of operation? We had, it's not coming, but it is, I mean, it's just the way insurance companies do things these days. They got more money than God, and you can't really afford to fight with them, and they fix everything to their advantage. So we had another lady just recently who was here, and her wreck was in May, and she still hasn't been paid by the insurance company for the value of what it took to fix her vehicle, so. Well, anyway, I think, so the testimony would be that you think the value of the vehicle at the time of the wreck was $6,000, right?
Yeah.
And what amount was actually paid by the insurance company, Your Honor?
$32,92.55.
So leaving, if I could do math, I would be practicing law.
$2,700 because,
right.
Now I understand the deductible.
Right.
When you buy full coverage, there's various deductibles you can take, and that's in the contract. Also, this is the settlement sheet, and they took off $1,766.45 for what they call title history adjustment. I have no idea what that means.
Is it a salvage title, perhaps?
I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of, but I don't know that's relevant to us anyway.
Well, I mean, we can have a hearing on it, and I will, if there's an agreement that the value is owed, I'll make some sort of decision as to what the value was. They're required to compensate you for the reasonable value, fair market value for your vehicle, so.
We're willing to, I'm sorry.
I mean, if you're going to say.
We'll stipulate to that amount. I mean, I think our position is that what the difference between what the vehicle is worth and what he got paid is the reasonable restitution amount is within the court's, within the amount that the court can order.
Okay, so I'm going to round it off and make it $2,700, so that gets you within $7 of what that says is the value, so I think that's pretty reasonable. Let's get a copy for the file.
You can keep that copy.
We can keep that one?
Yes, sir. I've got one.
I need one though.
All right, anything else?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
Mr. Blevins has the right to say something if he wants to before I sentence him.
So I'm gonna have to pay the 20.
You'll pay it. You don't have to pay it all at once. You can make payments to the clerk of courts and they'll forward them to me, but yeah, you are going to pay that off.
And this is a second offense, correct?
Your Honor, no, We were treating it as a first offense. I would have to take a quick look and see what the reasoning on that was. I think,
Well, we did extra digging on this to find out for sure, but it was an out-of-state and there was no court listed, so we couldn't prove it if we needed to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt. So we were okay with considering it a first offense.
All right, so I'll let Mr. Gabriel Stoneball is the victim. Do you have anything you want to say, sir? You have a right to make a statement if you want. Okay. And Mr. Blevins has the right to make a statement if he wants.
I just need to make payments, you know, on that and
Pay it to the
everything. And I have been going through counseling and everything. And
RRS.
Yes,
I've. Their report.
Yes.
Okay, so on the OBI, it's going to be sentenced as a first.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Was there was a urine test here. Do we have results on that? We should, in this July.
Well, we'll have to ask for it.
Okay.
Let me make sure I have it. I'll phone call.
I believe due to the potential of this being treated as a second offense, we compromised without seeing the results to avoid the possibility of a second offense sentence. So I don't know that the court, or they ever actually got it back.
It was this was an alcohol urine screen. It was .215.
No other substances.
No other substances. 0.215. That's it.
That urine's a different scale, but.
Yeah, I understand. Okay, I'll impose a $500 fine, order the cost to be paid, 6-month license suspension, but that starts, that he hasn't been under an automatic license suspension, so it'll start now. 20 days of jail suspended on the condition that he does 5 days of community service, goes to the driver intervention program, and pays restitution to Mr. Stoneball of $2,700. 2 years of level 4 probation. I'll set this first review hearing in January because I want to make sure there's being restitution paid. So let's make that January 12th. For his first review hearing at 9 o'clock. Would prosecutor get a good address for Mr. Stoneball so that what payments are made can be forwarded to him?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Your Honor.
Any questions by any point?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Mr. Blevins will need to meet with the probation officer before he leaves. He's got other charges to do.
Is he passing a drug?
Yes, ma'am.
He had a suspended license and no insurance, so there's not going to be
Thank you.
a request for permit.
You too.
No operators, $100 fine, and 2 days of community service, $12. Failure to control, $20.
Do I have to continue this treatment?
Probation officers. Okay. Yeah, take one.
State of Ohio versus Timothy K. Fuller, case number CRB 171060.
Okay, Mr. Fuller, you guys do better. I'm just going to put you in jail.
Yeah, I know. I had some
I'm not
issues.
sure you've done 1 day of community service?
Yeah.
Okay, you gotta get this done. This is an old case. Are you paying anything today on the bonds?
It'll be Wednesday before I get paid.
Okay, you've got a bond up, so I want to see at least 3 days of community service done the next month. Set your next hearing for December the 19th. Gives you more than a month. So we gotta get 3 days in. You can do any day but Sunday between now and then.
Okay.
Or jail.
Yes, sir.
December 19th, 9 o'clock. Is your next hearing.
9 o'clock?
Yes, sir. I'm sorry, it should be sentencing, so, because you got a bond, so it'll be 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock?
10 o'clock on the 19th.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
State of Ohio recalls Andrea Price, case number CRB 2557, CRB 24693.
Smith's case, and we were trying to get a report.
Judge, I called at 1042, I still have no, I got the counselor's cell number, she had a client, she's supposed to call me back, it's been, well.
Have there been any problems?
She says there's not been, I don't know.
I've been staying away from him. We stay in our house, so.
We had a little incident where a mailbox got hit, we had some pavement damage on our concrete, but I'm not going to pursue that at this time.
Okay. December, what's your schedule?
Judge, I'm here the 12th, 15th, or 19th.
Sir, do you have a preference?
So the incident with the mailbox, it was dark and we accidentally backed into it.
He says he's not going to pursue it. Just be careful.
Yeah.
Hopefully they go call me back. I left my cell number for when she needs to know what clients to call me. And I'll check.
12th, 15th, or 19th? Any preference over here?
Of December?
Yes,
we're,
December.
We're okay. You're okay with any of those? Any of those?
Any day is fine.
Okay. Well, probably 15th is better for the court, so let's do the 15th. That's a Monday.
So is my mother
12,
to
15.
you because she's my
Let's get a report
interpreter and,
next time.
I'm
So
sorry.
she's going to Wheelersburg?
She's in Wheelersburg, she's with Megan Howard, and I called up, Maggie Howard. And I called up there, I got the main line, and I have her cell phone, but she's with clients, and she's supposed to call me back. It could be
That's
now.
not for, because there's a path
Oh,
right.
yes, she was a pet, but you're Wheelersburg now, right?
yeah, it's the same office, and I just shot her a text at 10:25 a.m.
Okay, that's right before I called.
Next time.
And when she calls me back, I'll follow up, Judge, and make sure we get something in writing.
And I'll call the office.
All right, thank you.
State of Ohio versus Michael P. Davis on a recall, case number CRB 25347 A and B, CRB 25348 A and B.
Yeah, call me, set it up. I had a little more hope on this one, Judge, at 10:35. I got a hold of Louisa. They're supposed to fax a progress report. I have not seen it yet. I've asked the ladies at the front to, if it comes in, to bring it to me, and unfortunately, Bree's not here with us to help with that. You're doing well. You're doing pretty good.
What's the state's position on that?
Well, I understand that it's not always easy to get reports. It's a too daggone bad that OVP doesn't have anybody but Bree to help us.
We rely really heavily
The
on
place
her.
goes to sleep if she's not there, apparently.
Seems that way.
We just want to make sure that he's doing okay, and
Hopefully we'll get a report today at some point, I just don't know when. I gave them the fax number for the court, and they said it'd be about 20 minutes, that was about 10:30.
Come back on the 8th, December 8th, are you available?
Let's see.
I think you said 12th, 15th, and 19th.
I did, but I think I just had a trial, hang on, if I can check real quick. I think that's one of the days I actually had a trial go out, which, I can do that now, yes, I can do the 8th.
12/8.
Write that down, 12. If you talk to them, make sure they get something
I'll
fixed up.
just have one printed or.
Oh, printed, you bring it either way. So
If I can get that done, that would be.
Perfect. Thank you, Judge.
State of Ohio recalls Tiffany Brooks, case number TRC 252131, A, B, and C.
Right, thank you.
See you then. Yes, sir.
Thank y'all.
Mr. Steyer's case.
Your Honor, I guess this is the same situation we had before with the last, well, I guess not the last at this point, but a prior client. They're waiting on a urine screen. No urine screens are forthcoming. I think we have a little more time on this one, though, than that one. And look at the date of the alleged incident. The date of the alleged incident on this one was the 24th, so we have a little deeper into December, I think. No,
no, it's.
we have less.
Let me make sure that that's one I asked for today. Yeah. Yes, I did, and it's not back yet, so. This is the 17th.
When's the time run?
I believe it runs on Saturday.
Oh, it's coming. Okay.
Yes.
So that slides us over to next Monday.
I don't believe it does.
It doesn't?
No.
When it ends on a,
No.
No, it's not.
Set it for Friday for trial?
I don't guess we have any choice.
Well, we can
You need to look at it.
discuss an agreement.
All right. All right, the stop was for window tint. We got some X's. Trooper Conway. Powdered marijuana.
This is a photo of the window tint, so that should give you.
Yeah, so this is, this is a second. I hate to just say I want to dismiss it at this point.
Well, I think we would be willing to plead to the failure to reinstate and the window tint restrictions, so you wouldn't have to dismiss the case.
Well, I actually hired the lawyer, so he just couldn't be here today.
Oh, well. I'll give you that. Just take it. That's your call.
No, I'm just gonna stick with the lawyer.
Okay, well, apparently she hired Mr. DeLauder, but has there been a notice of appearance filed?
No.
She believes she's hired Mr. DeLauder.
I did. He's just out because his son's in the hospital.
Son's in the hospital.
Okay.
That's what
Are
he
we
said.
asking for a continuance then to get Mr. DeWater here?
Although, I guess I'm maybe not her attorney at this point, I'm going to caution her that if she asks for a continuance, that potentially opens up more time for the state to get those test results that they don't have right now. But that's obviously her decision to make.
Yeah, let's just continue it.
Okay. Did Mr. DeWater give you a time frame when he would be available?
No, he was out Friday and then today. I can call his secretary.
Well, when do you want to continue to?
Hopefully not too far longer.
What's the state's position?
We're okay with continuance. I'm sorry to hear if Mr. Delauder's son's in the hospital. That really bothers me. But we would be fine with moving in a week or two or whatever the court thought was the appropriate thing to do.
Well, next week is Thanksgiving, so our options are Monday, the 24th, or the 26th. We will not be having court on Friday, the 28th.
Is the 26th?
If I may, Your Honor, I guess, am I relieved?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
Well, okay, that's up to you ultimately.
Well, she says she's hired another attorney,
Okay.
so I don't think you need to stick around.
Thank you.
So, ma'am, I can set it Monday, the 24th, or if you want it next week, or the 26th would be Wednesday, the day before Thanksgiving. We're going to have court that morning.
Can we do the 26th?
26th, okay. And then if that's not a good date for Mr. DeWater, he'll need to file something with the court asking, which he can do and has done before, asking it to be set another day. So at this point, at your request, I'll continue to November 26th. And I'll set it as a pretrial. At 10 o'clock. Okay, November 26th, 10 o'clock. I would suggest you contact Mr. Delauder's office to make sure he's available then. And if he's not, then he'll ask the court to move him to another day.
Thank you.
State of Ohio recalls Darrell Campbell Jr. at the Lawrence County Jail. Case number CRB 25739.
This is Mr. Steyer's case.
Your Honor, Jasmine has left enough voicemails to fill the voicemail box.
Okay.
And has not gotten a return call. I'm here Friday. Unfortunately, all I could think to do is ask to set the case for Friday. I'm going to go ahead and say I would like an OR bond. I recognize that the court under these circumstances would normally issue a protective order. I don't know that he has anywhere to go if a protective order is issued. So I would ask that in the absence of a request for a protection order, that perhaps one not be issued.
Mr. Hill.
I don't know that we have any other choice at this point. It bothers me that we're not able to get a hold of Ms. Hughes at this point, although I can imagine that, we've dealt with her as a victim on various things in the past, and she lives that way out in the country and probably doesn't have cell phone service and probably won't get a message until she goes somewhere to get messages or something like that is the problem. I don't know what else to do about it.
Well, one thing I could do is set a cash or surety bond initially, but say if she wants to take him into custody, I'd let him be released to her with an OR bond.
That is fine with us.
That I think would be the best case scenario. And I would ask that if we're going to set this for Friday, which I don't even know if that's something the court can do, if of course the docket's too heavy, but I'd like to have this back as quick as possible. I don't think jail's the right place for this young man. I would ask that the state subpoena her to appear that day so that if we haven't gotten something figured out by Friday, hopefully on Friday we can work out what we need to do.
Okay, so I'll set the next hearing for Friday, which is the 21st. For pre-trial, I'm going to set bond at 1,000 cash or surety, but if the mother wants to take him, her name is Hughes?
Velma Hughes.
Velma Hughes can pick up Mr. Campbell into her custody with a $1,000 signature bond. So it's really up to her. She wants him home, he can come home with a signature bond. If she doesn't want him home, he's probably going to stay in jail. Next hearing will be Friday, the
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. 10 o'clock.
Your Honor, we're finished at the Orange County Jail.
Okay, that finishes up with the jail.
State of Ohio versus Tim A. Fortner, case number CRB 25301. It's in order, Your Honor.
It's Mr. Lawrence's case.
Yes.
A warrant was issued for Mr. Fortner on November 3rd.
Judge, I believe what happened was he appeared first for the new charge, that charge, I believe, and then left and wasn't here for his jury trial, or bench trial, excuse me. At noon. Let's speak real quick.
Well, what do you say, Mr. Crawford? Do you want to speak this real quick?
The both the charges was ran together, and I, it gave me a plea deal, and I'm not guilty, so I didn't take it. The both of them together, and I didn't accept it, so I'm not guilty.
They were not together, as you said, for trial.
What's the state's position on this?
He failed to appear at another hearing early on in this case.
As I recall, there was a couple of witnesses subpoenaed to be here for this state on November the 3rd.
We were ready to have a trial that day. And understanding that, you know, he had that new charge, the theft charge. I don't know how many days he's been in jail now, or how long he's been.
He just came today, right?
He just came today. Well, I mean, he needs it.
How'd you know to be here today?
Excuse me, I'm sorry, I called
My office.
Call him.
Yes.
Well, I think because it was set for a trial and there were witnesses here that have been inconvenienced, there needs to be a bond now. So I'll release him. I'll make it a minimal bond, but it's going to be $1,000 cash or surety. Can you post that bond?
I don't even have a stove right now.
You don't even have what?
I was cooking stove to have dinner, I'm supposed to do a homeless night, but I remember.
You stay in jail, that'll be taken care of. You don't have to cook.
I have a special needs daughter and my girl, I go to, she's waiting me now to go to have her hair corrected be done. So how much do I need? I'll try to get it.
Probably $150, I would say.
I believe he also still has possession of James Dickus's deceased brother's pickup truck, which he is not entitled to have possession of. Maybe if he would turn that over, that would cause us to ask the court for maybe something different, but we do believe he needs a cash or surety bond. Actually, we'd be wanting a more substantial bond than $1,000.
I'm trying to make it something he can post. So we'll have Mr. Sowers on the hook to go nab him if he doesn't show up. Is the truck in the parking lot?
No, it broke down at the house. May I explain? Real?
No, I don't really want to do that.
Okay. I haven't been able to see it.
Okay, we'll keep it at 1,000 cash or surety. He can post bond if he can. When do you want to come back?
Come back Friday, Judge.
For trial?
We won't be
When you're ready.
trial on Friday.
This court case is set for December 12th, Your Honor. I think his confusion is the cases not being set together. He's called the court staff several times.
Yeah.
Being argumentative and non-understanding. I did instruct him to call his attorney's office and to be here today.
Okay. Well, he is here today, so I'm going to make it, it's about as low as a bond as I can get, so.
Your Honor, my lady does not have a phone, it's not turned over, you don't have money. There's nobody gonna know anything about me being here. I mean,
That's not my fault or problem. Okay, I'll set it for pretrial for Friday. November 21st for pretrial at 10 o'clock. Court's adjourned.
Thank you.